Do you know who Saint Nicholas is? Can you say Nicholas? Nicholas. Good job, Nicholas. Good job, Nicholas. This is how we have Santa Claus. Nicholas became Santa Claus. So here in the back you see Santa. But here, does it look the same? Is he a young boy or an old man? He's a young boy. He's a young boy. What the heck? What's he doing? This is a long time ago. Ooh, there's a store. It's named Gracie's. Gracie's. And there's a Santa here. He has a what does he have in his hand? Do you see? Ding, 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 ding. What's that? Bell. Bell. Good job. Evan. Good job.
I did it too.
You said it too? Oh, you said it too? I didn't hear. He says ding, 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 ding. And then he has a little kettle here and you put money inside. This is what we do in America. You put money inside and then they give that money to people who don't have any food, or maybe they don't have a present, or they need a coat, and then it will help them buy something they need. Okay. Nick followed his dad through the snow-dusted parking lot. Can everyone see? Not my idea of fun, he muttered. Hey, you're the one who waited until the last minute to buy Christmas gifts for your little brothers, Dad reminded him. True, Nick admitted. Why was it so much easier to think about getting gifts than giving them? He wants to get a gift. Careful, don't touch that. Nick spotted a skinny Santa. So skinny. Is Santa skinny? Or is Santa fat?
Santa is skinny.
This Santa is skinny, but what about this Santa? Is he skinny or fat? He's very fat. So this Santa is not right. But he looks nice and old. He's not young. He's not young. He's old. Okay. A skinny Santa ringing a bell and collecting for the poor. Dad handed Nick some money for Santa's kettle. Nick thought about adding something from his own wallet. He wants to give some money too. But he was hoping to have enough left to get himself something. So he wants to buy presents for his two brothers, and also he wants to buy himself a gift. Once inside the crowded store, Nick smelled hot dogs. Do you eat hot dogs? Maybe at Costco? There's really big hot dogs. You can't eat it. It's so big. Yeah, that's a really big hot dog. And popcorn. Popcorn. Do you like to eat popcorn? I like to eat popcorn. Do you like to eat popcorn, Zarella? I was going to make some caramel corn for us. Do you like caramel corn?
Yeah.
It's like really sweet, salty popcorn.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Scratchy Christmas music played overhead. You get your gifts, and I'll see to the list that Mother gave me, Dad called, disappearing into the sea of shoppers. Okay, so he's by himself. Nick headed for the toy aisle, but a baseball glove caught his eye. A few minutes later, he heard a deep voice saying his name. The voice belonged to the store Santa. Santa used to go by the name Nick. Oh, his name is Nick. Or Saint Nicholas. That's what this is called. Saint Nicholas. He heard the Santa say to a group of children in the elf room. Oh, this is like, did you ever go to IKEA and your mommy and daddy put you in the kids' room? This is like that. So like mommy and daddy can go shopping and then the kids stay here. Yeah. Nick remembered waiting for his parents in that room when he was a little kid. A long, long time ago, the store Santa continued, in a country far across the sea, a boy named Nicholas was born. Nick leaned against the doorway and listened. Just like you're listening. Oh, it was a long time ago. Nicholas's parents were very rich. They traveled all over the world with their son. Where did they go? Do you recognize these? I think he's in Asia. Maybe in China? What do you think? Because they can't really drive a car or ride a horse to Taiwan, but maybe he's in China or Vietnam. When Nicholas was 8, they visited beautiful gardens in the Far East. So yeah, he's somewhere near China. Nicholas noticed children begging for food. Uh-oh, they don't have any food. They said, please give me something. When Nicholas turned 10, his parents took him to the west. Nicholas couldn't sleep at night because he kept thinking about the longing eyes of the children in the streets. Children who had certainly never owned a toy. On his 12th birthday, okay, so 12 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So he's 12 now. He's pretty big. Is anybody here that's 12? I don't think so, right? It's bigger than you, right? You are 10? How old are you? 10, yeah, okay. In 2 years, you'll be 12. On his 12th birthday, Nicholas and his family journeyed to the north. Nicholas waved to the children playing in the snow. Why aren't they wearing coats and hats? Oh, look at how cold they must be. They're just wearing like a shirt. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're wearing like what you're wearing. That's all they're wearing.
Look, my rabbit.
His parents exchanged sad looks. Oh, so sad. They probably don't own coats and hats. They don't have anything more to wear, Nicholas, his father said. Oh my gosh, so cold. A few years later, they visited the Holy Land. Okay, so this is, at Christmas, sometimes you see a picture of this place. This is where Jesus was born. And Jesus is the name Christ, which is Christmas. So Christmas is Christmas, so like Jesus Mas. Yeah, so Jesus was born here. This is Bethlehem. So he went to go visit here.
No.
Where baby Jesus had been born that first Christmas. In this holy place, God gave us the greatest gift ever given, Nicholas's father remarked. Imagine how much God loves us to give us his only son. To honor and celebrate God's amazing gift, 3 wise kings brought gifts for the Christ child. So that's why we give presents. We give presents because there were 3 kings that came from really far away, and they brought him really, really nice gifts like gold and myrrh and frankincense. They're really, really amazing, really good smelling things and very beautiful gold, right? Nicholas's mother said as the church bells rang out, ding, ding, ding. Ooh, what's this animal? He had a baby one before. Do you know this one? Oh, Cyrilla, you're distracting them. Can they hear the story, please? Thank you. I know you like new toys, but they also want to hear, okay? Anybody know this one? Can you say it real loud for us?
Man.
No.
Owl.
Owl, there we go. Perfect voice. Owl.
Owl.
Not long after they returned home, Nicholas's parents died. Oh, so sad. Nicholas felt lost and alone. He had plenty of money, but no idea what to do with his life. He looked to his friends to help. If I had all that much money, said Joseph, I'd pay all of our bills because my father is out of work, so his daddy does no job. I would buy my mother a warm coat, Thomas added. Okay, so it's very cold and his mom doesn't have a coat. Phoebe gazed at the stars. My 2 sisters want to marry, but we don't have the money that's required from the bride's family. Okay, so this is a little different than Taiwan, I think. You have to pay money if you want to marry. So like if you're a girl, your family has to give you some money to give to your husband. Yeah, I think in Taiwan, the husband's family gives something to the wife's family, right? But it's a long time ago, you had to pay money to get married. So the girls have to have some money. If I had the money, I would give it to my sisters for this payment, which is called a dowry. She sighed, if I had enough, I would do the same for myself too. So she wants to pay for her 2 sisters and for herself. Nicholas knew that his friends would never get their wishes unless... That night, Nicholas talked things over with God. Father, could this be the work you have for me? As if in answer, the church bells rang. Ding, ding, ding. This is a church bell. So at Christmas, we put bells on the tree. Do you know that? Probably because of the church. I'm actually not sure. Nicholas remembered what his mother had said about the wise kings bringing gifts to baby Jesus. So a long time ago, they didn't have cars. And he lived in a hot place that has this one. Do you know what this animal is? What's this animal? Do you know this animal? Yes, what is it? Yeah, good raising your hand too, thank you. He thought about what his father had said about Jesus being the greatest gift. What better time to give gifts than on Jesus' birthday? Nicholas could barely hold in his excitement. First he tramped through falling snow to Joseph's house. He opened the window and he tossed in Gold coins! Look at that. So many gold coins. He has so much money. He's helping. Do you think this is Nick here? This is little Nick, and he has all the gold in his bag, just like Santa. And he opened the window and tossed in enough gold coins to allow them to buy their own home, so they can buy a house. Next, he woke the town tailor and bought his finest coat. Here it is. Nicholas ran all the way to Thomas's house and stuffed the coat through the open shutters. They all have open windows. I don't know if you should have open window when it's so cold. So silly. Nicholas's last stop was Phoebe's house. He tied coins into 3 bags for 3 dowries. 3 girls need 3 bags of money. And he searched for an open window. Nicholas was about to give up when he looked to heaven and prayed for God's guidance. That's when he thought of the chimney.
I did it.
Thank you so much. Some stories say that he put the money in the chimney and then it fell into the stocking. That's why we use the stockings. Christmas stockings. On Christmas Day, Nicholas's friends came running to his house. It's a miracle, Joseph exclaimed. God must have heard my prayers. We were given a gift as well, Thomas began. My mother hasn't taken off her new coat since she found it this morning. Phoebe's eyes sparkled like sunlight on snow. My sisters will marry next month. She smiled at Joseph. Now I can marry too. We don't know who else to thank, so we thank God. Overcome with joy, Nicholas understood his mission in life. This is how he would celebrate Christmas from now on. When the story ended, Nick shook himself. This Nick now. A part of him was back with Nicholas. He could imagine how good it must have felt to secretly give his friends what they had wanted most. Nick had almost forgotten why people give presents at Christmas. He wanted to feel that same joy. Joy is like happiness of giving. Nick, time to go. Dad walked up, his arms full of shopping bags. We can't go yet, Dad, he said. Wow, look at all those presents. He bought so many nice gifts for all of his friends and his brothers. Nick never imagined buying gifts could be so much fun. He found just the right toys for his brothers. Then he spent everything he had left on toys for the poor. I wish I had enough to fill the whole collection box. So all his extra money, did he buy himself a gift with it? Did he buy himself something? Or did he buy a present for somebody else?
Yeah. But I personally something else.
Yeah, he did. So he bought presents for people he doesn't even know. He bought them for poor people who don't have any presents. It's the collection box. Nick felt sure he'd never look at Christmas the same way. He wanted to remember the gifts of St. Nicholas, the gifts of the wise kings, and most of all, God's gift of baby Jesus. All right. This is just some history. That is St. Nicholas.